Good day, viewers. You are welcome. Here we have a nice and interesting functional equation. But before anything, we are asked to find f of x. How does it possible? Since we have x and y combined here, but we need only x. Before anything, let's get our bearing before the main argument. So, if you consider the solutions, first is, let's say I want to find f of 0. Actually, this is not necessary, but we need to know the bearings where we are heading to. If I set x to be equals to 0 and y to be equals 0, this gives us f of 0 multiplied by f of 0 equals 4 multiplied by 0 multiplied by 0. Actually, from here, 0 multiplied by f of x, f of 0, that gives us f of 0, and this equals 0. Since we have f of 0 equals to 0, this has given us a snippet. What does that mean? Have you guessed? If not, this shows a linear function. So we have f of 0 equals to 0, it shows a linear function. After getting this, we are now going to proceed to the second step, and this is the most interesting part and the most important step of this. Let's say I want to get f of y. What I do is, if I set x to be equals to 1, we are going to have f of 1 multiplied by f of y equals 4 multiplied by 1 multiplied by y. And here gives us f of y equals 4y. If I call this one equation 1, then I proceed to the next step. Let's say I want to know f of 1 by letting x to be equals to 1 and y to be equals to 1 in the original equation, which is f of x, f of y. By substituting, we are going to have f of 1 multiplied by f of 1 equals 4. So here gives us f of 1 equals to 4. But what does this mean? Does it make any sense? Yeah. We are trying to prove the first equation here, which is f of y equals 4y. How do we know that? Suppose I set y equals to 1. By setting y equals to 1 in that first equation, we are going to have f of 1 equals to 4, yeah, which is true. Again, if I set y to be equals to 1 at this point, from the original equations, we are going to have, let's say I have y equals to 1 in the original equation. Let me start this. We have f of x multiplied by f of 1 equals to 4 multiplied by x. And suppose f of 1 here is constant, setting f of 1 to be equals to c, or any number, any constant values, let's say m. Then we are going to replace this here. After setting f of 1 equals to c, what we got is we have f of x c equals 4x. But we need to make this one in a very simple form. Suppose I let this let is too much, we need it. If I still let again t to be equals to xc, this implies that our x here equals t over c. By changing it, we have f of t equals to 4 multiplied by t divided by c, and this gives us f of t equals to 4t divided by c, but I don't need this variable. I need x. By writing this as f of x, we are going to have 4x divided by c. This makes sense? Okay? But what does this imply? Just as from the first statement I made that let's get our bearing before the main argument. the first bearing we got, it gave us the head ups of knowing that this equation is a linear, and what we got here as well, this is a linear function. F of x equals 4x with the power of 1 divided by c. But this doesn't make a complete sense. What is the value of c? What is this c? What is it doing here? We have to know the value of c, and how can we achieve that? So this leads us to another step. If you watch this video to this point, please do well to subscribe, like this video, and share it. Let's get into another step. We need to know this constant value, and what we do is, from where we have f of x equals 4x divided by c, let's say I let x to be equals to 1. What will happen? Why am I doing this? I will explain later. We are going to have f of 1 equals 4 bracket 1 divided by c. But initially, we know that f of 1 is a particular constant, which I named it to be c. By replacing this f of 1 with c, we have 4 divided by c. And what does this mean? By cross multiplying, we are going to have c squared equals 4. And this implies that our c equals plus or minus 2. Yeah. So on getting this plus or minus 2, we call back our f of x equals 4x divided by, if c equals to 2, we are going to have 2x. The first solution to f of x is given as 2x. And again, if you are to consider when c equals minus 2, we are going to have f of x equals 4x divided by, we have 4x divided by minus 2. And this gives us minus 2x. We have two different solutions. Then in a summary, there are two values we got as f of x equals 2x, and also we have f of x equals minus 2x. These two equations, these two solutions are valid. But to test whether this tutorial is well comprehensive, and we are going to look into this. F of x, f of y equals 8xy. So this is just similar to what we have above. The only difference is 8. Let's give it a try and drop the answer in the comment box. See you in the next video. Never stop learning. Bye bye.